too. Like, even when people want their wig installed and they like, I don't want it to come off my head. And it's like, girl, this is not coming off of my head, and it's still a wig. It's not a sew-in. Welcome back to my channel. I am Johnny Renetta, aka The Realest J, and today we're going to be coloring this wig that is behind me. I kind of don't want to put it on because I do work in kind of like a corporate environment, and I don't want to wear this to work because I feel like people are going to be looking at me some type of way. I don't like that type of vibe. You know, I don't like the little snickering stuff. So I decided that I want to color this hair. I chose this color. It is the dark cinnamon blonde. Honestly, don't remember how it looks, but that's cool. We still gonna get into this color thing. I may leave some parts of it red, but this is really a freestyle color. So whatever the outcome it is, that's what it is. And I just felt like, you know, I should record this just in case it come out cute. So let's pray it comes out cute. Be sure to leave a thumbs up, subscribe so you don't miss nothing, and turn on post notifications. Oh yeah, by the way, if you need a logo made, shout out to my sister. She drew this by hand. I don't know if you can see her. She didn't put her little initials in there. But she made this shirt by hand. So if you ever need like a custom logo or anything, hit her up on Instagram at Amaya Draws. And yeah, I'm gonna leave it down in the description. So I did end up looking up the color of this, and it is 6C. It's still kind of red, but it really toned it down. So you see me using a comb, and it looks like I'm getting all over the lace, but I'm not. This is just a little trick that my stylist told me. She's one of my favorite stylists. Anytime I need advice, she always helps me out. I've had a lot of stylists. Like, we would faithfully go get our hair done every 2 weeks with my mom. I have all sisters, so we had hair to be done. So we would faithfully go do that. And this is what she told me to do. So I did it. Boom. So in addition to me coloring his hair, you see the color that it turned out. It kind of like toned it down a little bit and made it more like a burgundy deep red, which is something that I'm cool with as long as I don't look like no fire truck. That's all I care about. So you see that I separated the wig from each other. Basically, I separated the frontal from the rest of my wig, and this is something that I like to do from time to time, especially when I don't want to have a wig feeling on my head. Like, I know wig wearers know what I'm talking about. When a wig is on top of your head and you know it's there, and it's just like you can scratch under there, you can do whatever you want to do. I didn't want to do any of that. I just wanted to have it on like it was a sew-in and just leave it be. If I wanted to go to sleep at night, I don't have to take it off, remove the glue, flip the lace, dye the lace, do all the extras. You know what I'm talking about. So that's why I installed it this way. This is a technique that I had in my little book, and y'all know I'm always pulling out some type of random technique. So yeah, just watch what I do. Just watch what I do. And if you're concerned about my hairline, please refer to the end of the video. Thank you. So when installing the frontal separate from your wig, I recommend applying the frontal first and then applying the wig after. So in addition to applying the front of the frontal, you're gonna have to sew it down because there's no other way that it's gonna stay down unless you sew it and glue it, or you do the little fake glueless method. And that's what I'm doing right now. If I had more braids, it would make more sense, but I didn't. I was being super lazy. and I was tired. I didn't feel like doing my hair, so I did these little big chunky dunky braids, and it didn't really work out too well for this method. So if you do this is more like a I'm gonna just put my wig on type of braid. If you're doing this method, you need that real like secure braid pattern so that you can make sure that your wig lays flat and you got space to install the rest of this wig the way you need to. Essentially, the purpose of this method, because I know there's going to be somebody like, why would you even separate it if it's supposed to be a wig? The purpose of this is to make sure that it stays secure. Like, I don't even consider this a wig. I consider this like a portable sew-in. Like, you can easily maintenance this. You can easily do like whatever you want to do. You can take it off, wash it, put it back on, or put oil on your braids. Take it off, put oil on your braids, manage your hair, do whatever you want to do. You don't have to worry about taking it off at night. You don't have to worry about, it's sliding off throughout the day. It's secure. Like, when I tell you, it might be more secure than a sew-in. All you have to do is make sure that the perimeter is sewn down very well. And how do you do that? With a secure braid pattern, because it's your wig. I know that I'm going to get a question about this too. It's going to be in reference to like sewing machine wigs. I don't use the sewing machine. I haven't used it for any of my wigs. I'm kind of not interested, but I think for like the sake of my channel and like helping other people out with it, I could learn, and it wouldn't be hard. It's just, my whole thing is I don't want to cut the tracks. Like, I hate cutting tracks. Only cut tracks if I need to, and if I don't need to, I don't do it, because I believe in preserving bundles. You spend like $300, $400 on bundles to sit around and cut them up. Like, hair is supposed to be reused. Like, I reused this hair right here. It has been reused multiple times, like as a full wig. This time I'm just separating it. So that's my whole thing about hair. If y'all know how to make a wig already on a sewing machine, or you know of a method where you can fold over the tracks, please let me know down in the comment section, because I've been asked questions about tips on sewing machine wigs, and sis, I don't know. Like, I feel like if you don't know how to stitch a wig by hand, you don't know how to make a wig. Because what if your sewing machine break and you got clients? What you gonna do? How you gonna make sure that thing is secure? Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm just traditional. I don't know. But yeah, and then I don't want to cut the tracks because it causes shedding. And what does everybody complain about with hair? It sheds. Well, you cutting the tracks, sis. But I don't know. I'm gonna shut up though, and we're gonna get back into this video. So basically, I'm just sewing the perimeter of the wig. It is made within a dome cap, so it's stretchy. I stretch it out to the braid that's closest to my ear. I do not stretch my braid to the wig. Don't try and squeeze your braid to get there, because you still need hair when you take this out. And I don't know, like, I feel like dome cap stretch pretty good. I'm not too sure about the other wig caps and stuff, but I just use dome cap. You know, I'm gonna leave the brand of the dome cap that I use, because I've used a different type of brand before, and it was like way too tight, like for my client. Like, it just didn't work. Like, it happened with multiple people, so I feel like the brand matters too here. So I'm gonna leave that down there in the description. And you know what, I just realized I didn't sew down the other side the way I'm about to sew this side down. WTF. But whatever. So when I was sewing, I sewed the top part first, the sides, and then I go in, and you're about to see me sew the back down. Because if you sew the back down first, or if you sew the top then the back, you might not have enough stretch that you need to the sides with the elastic band. So just something to keep in mind. And when you're done, it should look something like this. Basically, you're meeting the wig where the frontal is, but do not sew through the frontal when you're sewing the wig down, and don't sew the frontal to the wig, period, because when you want to take the frontal off to maintenance it, or you want to take the back of your wig off to maintenance it and do whatever you want to do to it, it's going to be stuck together and you're going to make the whole thing fall apart. Unless that's what you want to do that, sis. But for me, that's not something that I wanted to do, and I'm just showing you how I'm flipping it, and it is not going anywhere on my head. Here I'm just sewing the elastic band down to my braids. Alright, you already know what time it is. Get the hot comb and get to pressing on them edges. I should play Press by Cardi B, because that's exactly what we're doing right now. Press, 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 press. My frontal need to be pressed. Pull the baby pull the baby hair out and lay them hoes the rest. We pressing it out. So I made my part. I am pressing my part out, and I am going to flat iron this hair. Boom, flat iron. Now we're gonna lay these baby hairs again because they kind of disappeared. So I'm gonna use some foam, and you already know what to do with the foam. Put it on there. Don't put too much. Don't let it go through the lace, because then your glue will come up. I don't care what people say, that glue will come up. I'm with those people who be like, it's coming up. I'm with you, sis. It do come up. It does come up. I don't care what nobody say. You put too much of that stuff on there, boop. Only way that it doesn't come up is if you put a scarf around it and then you like let it dry. Then it won't come up. But if you just leave it be, you might as well reinstall the frontal, because it is not going to stay. Oh, that's so disrespectful to say, because I know so many people swear by it, but I'm just, yo, in the comments, let me know. Have you experienced your frontal coming up after applying the foam? Because, sis, I have. Okay. We're going to tie it down, pluck this line out, and I'll come back when I'm done. What is good, YouTube? It is your girl Johnny Vanetta, aka The Village J, and I am here to finish up this video of me installing this wig and this frontal. I did it separately, as you saw in the video. I installed my frontal first, and then I installed the rest of my wig. I think this is a great way to maintenance, particularly for maintenance, because when you install a wig, also too, like, even when people want their wig installed and they like, I don't want it to come off my head, and it's like, girl, this is not coming off of my head, and it's still a wig, it's not a sew-in, my hair is braided. If I wanted to take this frontal off and reinstall it, I could, and I won't have to remove the back part. I could just remove the frontal. If I needed to reinstall a new frontal because this one's going bald or something, I could do that. So I think this is like, I hope this is like a helpful video of something like that can be done by somebody else, by you, by a friend, by anybody. Like, I would like to see if somebody else could do this, because before I started doing frontals, I would do lace closure wigs, and I would install my closure by itself because I have like such a big forehead, and before they had like glue and stuff out for you to install your lace closures, I would leave like some hair out in the front or something, or like swoop it. So with a wig, it'll be on my head, but it won't fully sit on my head. So I was like, you know, I'm just gonna braid my hair down like a lace closure sewing. Like I was doing a sewing, and I would just take my closure off of my wig. You see me take my closure off my wig and make a U part. Well, this time I would keep my hair braided, and I would put the closure and sew it down, and then I would sew my wig around my closure and then sew the perimeter of the wig. So this isn't a closure, obviously. So I just removed my frontal from my wig. So, well, I glued down my frontal first, and then I sewed it in the back. And then I just took the rest of the wig and sewed it back here too. And I sewed around my wig just like this. I never attach my wig bundles to my closure or to my frontal. Never, ever, ever. Regardless if you make it on a sewing machine or if you stitch it by hand. I stitch by hand. I do the sewing machine thing. But, you know, it works either way. Just make sure that you always keep it separate for yourself and for your client, because if they ever want a maintenance on it and you got tracks sewn to that thing, it's like you're going to make the entire wig unravel. And if it's cut into a bob, if it's cut into colors, if it got all types of things going on, you don't want that to like unravel into that, for that to happen. So I hope that this method is like I said, something that can be reproduced. It's easy. It's easy. And you can definitely use like an elastic band or something like that, but I like this way, because my wig ain't coming off. It ain't going nowhere, and it's like yeah. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please leave a thumbs up, comment, like, subscribe. Stay tuned for like this. I have like some other videos that are coming out, but not really. Y'all, I have not been very strong with my baby hair gang, and that's cool. I really don't care. It's nighttime at this point. I just came back from hosting an event. Woo woo. Yeah. So yeah, thank you guys for 400 gang. I need to schedule more posts. You know, I got this is some other stuff. The video been ended, but if you still want to sit here and talk with me, I got a couple things that I wanted to share. So I have some videos that are going to be uploading very, very soon. I have an editing schedule set up. But yeah, so I got content coming. But I'm also going to be adding in a new segment to this channel, because my channel is beauty, health, and lifestyle. So I'm expanding now, especially since my brand is growing over here on this platform, and I don't just want to share like my experiences and my tips and tricks about like beauty and stuff, and I want to do more. Like I'm a holistic person, you know. I like all types of things related to health. I like to show people things that I do outside of just this, because I like to do all types of things. Honestly, I'm pretty versatile with like my skills, so I want to like record that. So for example, one of the things that I'm doing now is hosting events, and alongside hosting events, I feel like people won't really know like my personality unless they have seen me somewhere. So they could see me on my YouTube channel, they could see me on Instagram, or they could see me out in public or something like that. But I feel like on this channel, creating videos on different topics, and feel free to chime in and share your tips and tricks, or if you have any ideas on like video topics you want me to cover, it will be down below. And that's kind of lifestyle themed to me, I feel like, because it's our lives, like not just me. Always, all content on this channel is going to be helpful and is going to be positive. At the end of the day, I don't play that negative stuff. Not a mindset that I want to be in, and not one that I want to share within my community either. That's just stupid. So, I mean, I have my opinion on some things and it may seem negative, but I'm being honest and I'm speaking my truth. And I would love if my truth would be respected just like I would respect your truth too. So, yeah, so I appreciate you so much. Gang, gang, we at 400. That's so weird to me, but it's cool. And, yes. Peace and hair grease. And oh yeah, BT dubs, you're gonna be seeing more of my niece on this channel. She loves YouTube and she's like my #1 fan on here. So shout out to you, Jaya. If you don't know who Jaya is, go back to our Bean Boozled challenge video and you'll see who Jaya is. You're gonna be seeing more of her. And we're gonna be doing some videos too, whatever she wants. So stay tuned for that. She's funny. And yeah, TTYL, peace and hair grease. By the way, this is a disclaimer to my forehead. Bro, let me tell you something. I think I'm putting too much glue up there. So I went back to putting like a little bit of glue. And I know like that the lace comes up. But the lace come up anyways. Like, I don't care to do that. And then on top of that, I feel like also spraying that got to be glue spray on your skin is very drying. And I even told my clients, like when I was accepting clients, that, you know, just take a break because it'll dry your hair out. It will dry your hairline out. And I think that's what happened to me. And it was just got like really dry and dark. So I'm working on it. It's going away and it's healing. It's not peeling no more. It's healing now. So yeah, I just wanted to say that real quick before somebody be like, girl, what's wrong with you? I'm gonna let you know right now. That's what happens when you wear frontals too much or closures and you don't. Yeah, it's a learning lesson, you guys. So, yeah, if you ever took your frontal off and you saw that little light skin part or it's dried out or something, just give it a break and exfoliate and moisturize.